building, Lord. Hey, you guys, how you guys feeling today? This is LaDon. I'm in the house, and I'm hoping you guys enjoy your day. If you want to subscribe to my show, subscribe to my show. And if you want to comment, you go ahead and comment. But what I really want you to do is push that like button. Yeah. Yeah. I'm having a good day today. This must be a good day and stuff like that. Oh, you guys see me with my little shades? Oh, shoot. Shoot. I'm telling you the truth. I got these shades from my homie down there in Phoenix, and then he was like, man, you want these shades for $10? I was like, hell yeah, let me get that $10 shades. And I was not really into shades and nothing like that. I used to like clear shades, but everybody was like, oh, I like your glasses. Oh, I like your glasses. I'm like, no, they're shades. They're shades, but they were clear. So everybody gonna think that they're glasses. Now they got the blue, they got the white. So now my homie, I got the red shades for the first one. So I'm about to pick up on some different shades, blue, green, orange, just to match the flavor. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta try out something new, okay? And I got my new shades on, you see me? Yeah, I look smooth, and I know it. I put them on. I was like, man, I'm gonna look good in these. I'm gonna look good in these, but I'm just gonna wear them for the day. So I get some other shades. It's my first pair of shades that I really like in my whole life. So now I'm into shades. I am. I got to step up the flavor. You got to step up the flavor in your life sometimes. You got to step up the flavor. I like that one. Write that down right now. The flavor. Step up the flavor. Yeah, I just wrote it down. That's going to be a title. I like that title. Step up your flavor. But now, today, what I really want to talk about is the homies Wolf and the Beast. Yup. They were my homies. They were the homies. Yeah, they were the homies back in my days, the Wolf and the Beast. Okay? I remember, man, I used to work with this manager a long time ago. I was in this department, and I ain't gonna put the name out there, the work area and all that. But I used to work for this industry, and we had this guy that I was an employee. He was the manager, and I, and he wanted to hang out with me. I didn't know why. He was like, Don, man, we go out. You want to go out? So I was like, all right, then I'll go out with you. And during this time, I had women. Don't get me wrong, but I didn't have the style. I was not the player. I was not like, they had the charisma, So I went out with them, and I remember I went out with them, and I had some shoes on, The Beast was like, the Beast was like, Don, won't you, you got to step up your shoe game. And I had some nice shoes, a little scuff on them. They were still clean, but they rolled around with brand new shoes. I was like, what? Brand new shoes? They went everywhere with brand new shoes. But they wardrobe was tight, but they had the brand new shoes. Like, a fit do not go good with no dirty shoes. You can have the most cleanest outfit on, but with the dirty shoes, she ain't gonna talk to you. Because women look at shoes, okay? They look down. I don't know how they look. They don't look down. They just know real quick. They're like, women just look at you for a second. It's crazy to see, but you don't know. But they seen everything. They seen everything. And my homies was like, man, you gotta get some nice, clean shoes. I was like, all right, and cool. If you want to hang out with us, I'm like, all right, cool, you know. I hang out with them, have my little outfits and nice outfits and stuff like that. And I remember the first time we went other places, but this is where it really caught my attention. No, this is where it caught my attention. They said, LaDon, hey man, come on, hang out with we at this party with this it was a Super Bowl party and they had like a little lounge area. And that's when I met Wolf. You know, Wolf was a light-skinned homie. You know, he was tall and he had that charisma. He had the big eyes, and and Wolf sometimes that do breath. I didn't know how he talked to women. I was like, damn, that do breath is that breath. But it is what it is. But you got to talk from a distance, But Beast, he was always on point. Beast was the smoothest cat. Him and Wolf were tight friends. They were the shit. And I remember we went to the Super Bowl party, and we sat there. We had a little area, and we were buying drinks for each other. Man, let me get you a drink, Don. Let me get you a beer. I was like, let me get you a drink, and all that. And was it VIP? I think it was VIP. It was not we buy drinks for each other. It was VIP, and we bought drinks for each other. We had a VIP table. We were watching the game, and women came over like, hey, can we sit with you? And the homies was like, nah, hell nah. And I'm looking at them going, what do you mean? What, these some girls. Come on, let's rock. But that's what I was thinking in my mind, like, sure, what's going on here? And I was sitting there saying to myself, why they dissing these women and we just hanging out? And they was like speaking on game. They was like, Don, we ain't tripping on them women and stuff like that. We get them all day, you know what I'm saying? We just having a good time and chilling and stuff like that. And I was like, it's not my table, so I was like, all right, cool. So we had fun, we were laughing, the girls kept, we want a drink. Now the homies like, nah, we good. I was like, wow, what kind of homies are these? What kind of dudes are these? And I'm sitting there like, wow. And I said to myself, like, okay, and we had a good time. So the next time we went to TJ Fridays, and I walked through the building, and these dudes, both the Wolf and the Beast, walked through TJ Fridays, the restaurant, and the girls were looking at them, and they didn't pay no attention. Like when they walked through the building, they didn't like, oh man, look at her. Oh, what's her name? These dudes were they walked through them like they nothing. Like they walked through like they were not there. Like I was sitting there like, they're not gonna talk to none of these girls or nothing like that. And I remember I'm barely getting used to this game and trying to figure it out. And I was sitting at the TJ Fridays bar, because it was popping up there during that time. This was years ago. And I was sitting there like, the girls was like, your friend don't want to talk to me. What's wrong with them? And I was like, I'm sitting there like, why you don't want to talk to me? And I was sitting there saying that, but I did say, well, you don't want to talk to me? They was like, nah, I want to talk to your friend. I was like, well, okay, I'm here, but they were just like telling me like, you don't want to talk to you, want to talk to your homies. And I was like, what the hell going on here? But these homies, Beast, he used to just knock them down. That was his saying, just knock them down. Knock them down, knock them down, knock them down. Knock them down means just kick it with them, have fun, leave them alone, and move on to the next. Move on to the next. Knock them down, move on to the next. You move on to the next, move on to the next. Hang out with her. You might have some sexual relationships with her. Move to the next. And I was just sitting there like, wow. I was trying to figure like, this game is different. Like, these dudes were like, and I remember women used to just come up to them. They'd be outside TJ Fridays talking to them, getting their numbers and acting acting like they were not really there. Like, yeah, let me get your number. Like, yeah, what's up? Yeah, all right, I'll call you. And they just went on with their business. It was just so smooth. Player. That was back in my days. Player. And I was just like, wow. I was hanging with some dudes that get a lot of women. I was just like, wow, Beast and the Wolf. Like, and they used to be on their phone calling women and talking to girls, but they didn't care about them, you know? And I looked at them and I told my friend the Beast, I was like, hey, why y'all don't care about these women? He's like, Don, man, I got my own place. I'm the manager at the job. I got my own money. What do I need them for? You know what I'm saying? I hang out with them, have a good time, and that's it, dog. Ain't that serious. And I was like, what? And I was sitting there like, wow. And these dudes, like, they been with women, slept with women, and the girls be waving, they just ignore them. They just ignore them. And I was just like, what kind of game is this? I was like, wow. And we went a lot of places and hung out, and they got all kind of numbers, and I was sitting around watching them and learning from them, and like, wow, what kind of game is this? And I hung out with them, and we went to barbecues, we went to pool parties, we went to clubs, we went to a hole in the wall parties, and we went to house lounges. But the homie Beast knew wherever to go. It was popping with the Beast, And I was like, man, Beast know everything. He knew what was cracking, what was jumping, what was going on in the city of LA. I was like, wow, I was happy to hang out with him. You know what I'm saying? Wolf was the same way, but he was more smoother, taller type dude. Like, yeah. Them women liked him. They loved him. They loved them both. And I was just like, wow. But I hung out with them so much that it grew on me. And I was like, what? What? So I went down there and I was studying the game, figuring it out. I was like, I'm gonna need to go get me some new shoes, get me a little better outfit. But these dudes rock with some sunglasses. Like, they had the smooth sunglasses, they didn't wear they wear the sunglasses with their hats and stuff. It was just like, wow, I'm hanging out with the players. I call them players, and because they got a lot of women, and women used to love them. And I remember one of my homies at my job. He was a manager, and he was getting women left and right there. And I'm just like, how they do this? Like, it was amazing to see. And I was like, not trying to like role model after him, but I was just like studying because they were getting all the women. I got women, but not like them. And I was young, like, wow. So I went to go get new shoes, got me a little thing, got my little swag. And I got what I got that true game from is when you ignore. That was the biggest. It's not like it's all about ignoring. Like, hey, what's up? Let me get your number. All right, cool, bam. Nonchalant, yeah. Walk to the building, go get your food. Don't even look at no girl. Just walked in. I was just like, it's amazing. And I did. And I was out there. I was smooth. And I was like, wow. And it was something that I had to learn, when you see the guys that get all the women, you look at them, be like, man, that'd be cool to get them too, and I learned some game from them, I learned from a lot of the homies and even women in my life about the game, it's just something that we call it player, but y'all call it ism. I think they call it ism. Jism or ism or something like that. Ism? I think it's ism. And it's a new word now, but back then it was player, The hustling word was not hustling. It was all about being a player. Player was just like a guy that get all kind of women. He was smooth, and you sat there with one. He had 6. He was calling girls up and texting. You like, damn, how do you do that? But I hung out with the best and everything, man. I chilled with them. I had a good time, man. We went everywhere, man. I remember we went to this pool party up in the hills in Beverly Hills. It was jumping. Girls went bathing suits, and it was jumping. And I finally I was in a call with them, and I got there, and I was just like, and they was like, Don, you ready to go? And I'm just like, well, wait a minute. This is jumping. You're like, no, Don, this ain't good here, man. The women ain't here fly. I was like, there's a lot of women. What we can't go. He was like, nah, man, let's go somewhere else. And I'm driving with them like, I couldn't say nothing because I was in their car. I was like, all right, where we gonna go? But we went somewhere else and it was fun. But they were like that. They cruised the town and then they bought drinks and they wear sunglasses with nice shoes, nice clothes. You know what I'm saying? They were smooth dudes. They were the smooth dudes and stuff like that. And women used to love them, man. I remember one of the Beast, he would sit there and be like, talking to a girl at work, and he already knocked her down. You know, knocked her down means got with her. And he ignored her. Like the game was ignoring her. I was like, what? Like what? You hung out with her? You had fun? He said, I used to just knock him down. I just see. I don't know what he used to do. He used to just knock him down. Knock out, be like, wow. You know? It was just amazing to see that he was that way. And the Wolf had the same game. Wolf was just the same dude. They were just both dudes that were players. And I learned some of their game from them. It was fun. But, you know, I eventually grew out of it. I had to leave them alone and move out. I mean, not move out, but move on with my life. And I started hanging out with them. You know, I don't know what was the reason. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I knew the game. So I was just like, all right, got the game. All right, let's do it. And then 10 years later, I was in a hotel and I was looking at the news. I was just about to go outside the door to go get some food. And I looked and I was like, who that? And then I looked and it was Wolf. And I was like, what? They said Wolf. Yeah, this guy named, whatever his name, beep, 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 you got his name. This got shot and killed. And I looked at the picture and I was like, that looked like Wolf. So during this time, I called Dion. I called the homie and I sit there and said to myself, man, I said, I told him, I call him, we'll call him David. Man, I told David, man, I seen the Wolf. What happened to the Wolf? And he was like, man, Don, you heard the news? And I was like, nah, I ain't heard the news, nothing like that. He was like, oh, I was like, yeah, he got shot. I was like, how'd he get shot? He was like, he was at a party at a taco spot and he was arguing over a girl with a dude, and the guy just shot him dead. And I was like, what? He's like, yeah, they were road dogs. And I was sitting there like, wow. Like, it was amazing to see. But fast forward, did I go to his funeral? No, I ain't really go to his funeral or nothing like that. I knew of him, but I was closer to the Beast. I was closer to David more than the Wolf, the Beast. And the Wolf was cool because that was the Beast friend, the Wolf was, but he passed away. And it was just amazing to see, like, dang. I didn't get to go to the funeral or nothing like that, but it was cool to hang out with him. It's crazy when you know somebody and you see them every day, and the next day or 10 years from now, you're like, wow, I was hanging out with that person. Wow, they're not even here no more. It's crazy to see. Like, I see some homies and I see them and I be like, what's up? Be like, what's up, Don? And I see them and they be laughing and we talk and they pass away. Like the next day, you be like, no, 2 weeks later, you be like, yeah, he's not here no more. It's like just people that I've seen. I know there's people that you've seen too that you used to talk to, and you be like, they're not here no more. But it was just fun to hang out with the Beast and the Wolf. You know, I didn't want to put their names out there, just make up a name. But it was cool to be with them, Did I learn a lot? I learned how to get women, I was not good at it, but I became better at it, so that helped out a lot. But they were cool. But I was hanging out more with the beast more than the wolf. But they were friends, but we hung out here and there. And I learned in life, like, wow, life is short. You just gotta look at the memories and thank God that you live in another day. You don't know when your time is going to come. You don't know. I just always express to people is that live your life like it's golden. Live your life like it's full. Hang out with your friends. Hang out with your family. Show them love, Like, it's best too, man, because you don't know when they're going to go, I have close people that pass away in my family too, My grandma passed. My grandpa passed. My aunt passed. And they just right there in front of you. And I had an uncle almost passed too. He went to go take care of some stuff and he almost passed away, but by God's glory, he lived. His throat closed and they had to hurry up and open it, but he almost died. Sometimes I look at life and I go, man, I gotta live it. I gotta look smooth. I gotta dress nice. I gotta feel good. I gotta be happy. I gotta pursue my dreams. I gotta go to the gym, Eat my vitamins. I'm trying to live longer. I'm just telling the truth, man. I'm almost going, next year I'll be 50. You guys don't know, man. A lot of people's like, man, you look good for your age, Don. I take care of myself, I used to walk around with my little belly and everything, but to look in the mirror and your body is forming to something nice, it's like, you don't want to go back. You're like, man, I worked hard for this. It's like you did it for yourself. It's like you switched your body into this formity with muscles and, you like, wow. You look in the mirror like, yeah, When you look in the mirror, you go, yeah. When you don't got no muscles or stomach, you just looking at it like, yep, I'm a little done. But when you got muscles and stuff and you looking good, you're like, yeah, I look good. It builds up your confidence. You feel happy. Your health. Health isn't wealth, man. Health is wealth. You can have all the money in the world, but you ain't got your health. It's gonna be, you can't spend it. Health is wealth. I don't see a lot of people out here exercising, doing nothing. Too. I learned in life too, you gotta hang with the right people. Enjoy your life, man. Don't be with that nonsense, that drama. It was just a part of life, man. It's life. But that's what I learned, man. It's just, you don't know. Life is short. Have fun. Take care of yourself. But I learned some stuff from them. It was fun hanging out with them, And one is still cool. Wolf is still cool. Well, not Wolf has passed away. But Beast, I see Beast here and there, Once in a while, he's still cool. But he's not the same no more. It was different when you're young. You're trying to figure out. When you're young, you don't got no dreams and ambition. You want a good job. You want a nice car. You want to run after women. It's just the truth. You don't have no ambition. You don't have no goals. Guys are running after women. When you get my age, it don't mean nothing no more. You want something to be stable. You want something to be like solid. You're like, yeah. I don't know. But that's what I wanted to share with you guys. I know it's 24 minutes. I couldn't believe it. It went by fast. But I look smooth in these glasses. You can't tell me nothing. I just wanted to share that story with you. It is what it is. But anyways, you know what I gotta do? Don, what? I gotta go. I know you don't want me to go, but I got to go. And before I go, you know what I'm going to say? I had a day. Good time. I go by my feelings. You know, it's like, how do you come up with all this stuff? Ask God. God said, I've been waiting. I've been waiting for you to come out with this gift. And I've been searching and searching to get it out. I've been searching all around the world. And God says, now you're home. And God was like, keep going. God always says to me, is people watching? Don't let me worry about it. I'm watching. But I'm thinking to all the fans are watching. I'm being real with you. But anyways, you know what I gotta say? Bye. That was smooth. That was smooth right there. That was smooth.